Taking a look at the 2016 PSAC Championships on the women's side, the team makes its way up to Mansfield this weekend, and Coach Osanitsch, thanks as always for taking the time to preview the meet.
No problem. Thanks, Bill.
It's a women's team that is coming off of an indoor season where they were not able to come away with a championship, but I would think when you look at the sort of the outdoor meet this year, you look and the race is sort of wide open in terms of teams that are vying for a conference title this year, and I would think that would be as enough motivation as any toward, wanting to come out there and try to come away with a championship.
Yeah, absolutely. The Rock had a great meet indoors. They didn't make many mistakes, and they were able to achieve victory, and I think they beat us by about 18 points. We had on paper we were down about 30 to 32, so we did close the gap a little bit on them. But the outdoor season is a whole nother season, which is really great in our sport that you get two chances. So they'll be ready to go. I'm sure they would like to win both indoor and outdoor. And our women's team is designed for outdoor. That's what we build our teams for the outdoor season. So I think that we'll definitely give them a great meet, and I think it's wide open, and I think it's anybody's game this weekend.
And you were talking about it being sort of built toward an outdoor team. There's new events here in the outdoor season that we're really catered to. The discus among them. Yeah. You add a steeplechase in there. But it's also a sign where we talked during the indoor season. This is a younger team in ways, and you get them through the indoor season. You get them trained into the outdoors. It's more chances to get experience. And this is really sort of the crowning jewel of that outdoor season where they can try to show what they've got.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the women's team is more on the young side. So some people will have to step up for us to have a chance to win it. So it'll be, all hands on deck, as we say, even though the ship. That's a terrible cliche, but it's really true. We'll need every facet with the jumps, the throws, the track. Everybody, the jumps, everybody will have to multiplies. Will have to be there for us to have a chance to win. And I'm excited about it. The women are very determined. I think they feel like they have something to prove after indoor, and I'm excited to see what we can do up there.
And part of it from the aspect of the championship side of things, is there any part where teams look for motivation and look for goals throughout the course of a meet, and it's a long meet. You have ups and downs over the course of the meet, but especially with those first performances, the Thursday night 10K, the multis Thursday, and then you transition into the Friday prelims. Hope for a couple of big things early, try to set some momentum, get some good performances out there, because it seems like, especially over the years, this team is feeded off of, a couple of big things happen early, and then more things start to pop off, sort of.
Yeah, Bill, you're right on as usual. This meet is typically is built on great performances and the day one. Got to win day one type of mentality. So you can't come out of the gate slow and hope to win. You got to come out ready to go at the first event and get going, and then somebody will say, hey, so-and-so did so wonderful in this event, I got to get, so it's kind of a momentum thing without a doubt, even though it's quote-unquote an individual sport, but it truly is a team sport on these weekends where, we're working as a team and trying to build on each other's great performances for a good Saturday.
And don't necessarily try to break down, a ton of specific athletes. Often you could go, names deep. There'll be 40 women, I believe, heading up to Mansfield this weekend. But to a certain extent, every team sort of looks on a couple of key performers to do well for them. When I look at this team, you see Megan Lundy, the senior leader on the track. Junior Sarah Hunt has just been outstanding for you in her jumps, consistent. And then Tamo Vahera has broken 3 school records this season in throws.
Trying to get out of her way.
Right, yeah, but from that standpoint, too, you do have a couple of horses who really you hope, puts that out there in order to have others, sort of do what they can do as well.
Yeah, Casey Norton has just been such a model of efficiency for us for so long. She has a nice supporting cast this year, which is really nice. And the steeplechase girls did a nice job. Ladies did a nice job last year. But I think we're a little bit more well-rounded this year as far as the distance events, and I think that'll help us. We're really not throws heavy, but field heavy on the women's side. We have a lot of great field athletes, and I think our track athletes can move up the leaderboard a little bit and make it better, so we're a little bit more balanced. But I'm relying on everybody. Everybody's got to step up if we're going to have a chance to win. But I think the chances are there. I think this is going to be another great battle between the Rock and us, East versus West, and I'm excited for it. And we should put on a great show for everybody, and it should be a really exciting weekend.
And very quickly here at the end, we talked during the men's preview, the weather hasn't necessarily been ideal during the season. You've had to reschedule things and move some things around. Mm-hmm. The weather may not be the most ideal this weekend at Mansfield with some chances of rain throughout the week, but if nothing else, the season's prepared you for what could happen here over the couple of weekends. And if nothing else, there may be some adversity with the weather here and there, but just step out and perform, right?
Yeah, you got to shake off the weather. You know, when it's a conference championship, you just got to put it aside and take your positive energy and put it into performances and attitude, not worried about what you can't control the weather. So why waste any energy on it? So I look again for our leaders to show leadership and say, hey, forget about the weather. Let's worry about winning a championship.
It'll be an exciting 3 days up in Mansfield beginning Thursday with the multis and transitioning all the way through to the 4x4 relay on Saturday. Check out shipraiders.com for more detailed information along with a lot of live coverage links. Coach O, thanks for the time.
Hey, no problem, Bill. Thank you.